Why, hello. I have to turn the music down. Hello. Am I muted? I'm not muted. Is Mars there?
No, you're not muted. Hello.
You are. Hello.
I may be a little quieter tonight. I don't know if I have caught my brother's cold or if dichotomy somehow gave me his, but
through the internet.
my
Computer
throat
virus.
feels swollen tonight, so I am just chugging tea, gargling salt water.
Well.
No.
Hello,
I may
Mason.
not talk as much as I did last night.
Hello, Dichotomy. Well, good for you. This is more a my night thing. Hello, Mason, Dichotomy, tape player. I did make this
there you go. Just
an Ori night.
Passing the torch.
Couldn't tell. With the tree in the title of the whole thing or something like that, you know. This might be an Ori stream. Oh my god, you guys and your throat stuff, chill it out. I need your voice, Mars. It's kind of important.
I have been running on nothing but adrenaline for the last few days. And as soon as my body recognized it didn't have to do that anymore, my immune system just fucking died.
Goodness gracious. Well, welcome everybody to this new segment that we're definitely going to be bringing back, whether you guys like it or not, because it's important to me and my person. And it won't happen that frequently, but it will happen, so you better like it.
I'm ready for Dictator Ori.
Okay, unfortunately, tape player, I need her to have it herself. I can't take it from her. And I don't want anybody else to take it from her. So she needs to keep it and not lose it, like apparently she's wont to do. She misplaces it all the time, guys. I can't. Her job makes her take it and put it down somewhere, and she always forgets where it is. And it's just a difficult time. I'm not replacing Mars with AI trained off the VODs, Dichotomy.
Oh. No, we are an AI.
We have a union here. We don't, but I'll say we have a union.
No,
Mars is unionized with Dylan.
I get my benefits.
Yeah, Mars is unionized with Dylan.
Dylan gets his benefits. Dylan gets his cherry cake. I get my egg salad sandwiches. We have our benefits.
There you go. Look at that. They're unionized. If you couldn't tell, they both water break against me, so it's not my fault.
Today felt so weird. I was like, it's 1 o'clock and I'm still in my own house. What is this?
No, we're not giving AI benefits. We're giving benefits protecting their jobs against being replaced with AI. That's the whole thing. That's the ticket there. The sticky
no
wicket.
One can quite
the wiki ticket.
Capture our chaos.
The whole thing. Yeah, I will say so much of Ace Attorney is ad-lib that I feel like even with AI, it just wouldn't happen. It's not like Mars is reading off a script or anything. About 90%, not 90%, at least 50% of Ace Attorney content is us just going fucking nuts.
It's just riffing and panicking.
And the rest of our content is also us going off the dome. Maybe we think about it a little beforehand, but not all the time. This one I've actually thought a lot about beforehand, because in the end, the goal will be to make videos, and that's why I'm making a VTuber model. They're all related. Because I'm a tree nerd, and my favorite thing is to teach people about trees. My favorite tree-related thing is to teach people about trees. And what better way to do that than YouTube? And, you know, I don't want to be a person on screen because honestly it's just way too much work, which is surprising saying for someone who's like, oh, make a VTuber. But I only have to make a VTuber once. You know what I'm saying? I only have to do it once, and we're all good. So, that's a ticket. But, what are we talking about today? We're talking about the Douglas Fir. I'm going to talk about it a little bit, read my very primitive script, and then go off script, because obviously I didn't finish it, because I totally didn't do it just until like an hour before stream. Nah. And then we get to design a character based off it. And in true Ori fashion, it will involve an animal as well, because of course they will, and animals and trees are very important to each other. So it's very important to everything like that. But feel free to ask questions in chat. I will answer them eventually. And without further ado,
I may be able to answer one or two as well. I just
we
may
shall
be
go.
responding in a softer voice than normal.
Yeah, it's ASMRs today.
It is ASMRs. The coughing, not so
So.
much, but the...
Yeah.
Is this a soothing voice chat? Is this a nice level? ASMRs?
It's not a wide dichotomy. But the Douglas
I love
fir
the pun, though. I do
is
love
also
the pun.
known as the Douglas spruce, the Oregon pine, and a handful of other names that don't accurately describe it. It belongs to the genus Pseudotsuga, which translates to false hemlock, which also doesn't describe it because this poor tree's taxonomic genus can't even tell you what it is, as it can only tell you what it isn't. It's not a hemlock, it's a fake one. And it also isn't a fir or a spruce or a pine. Isn't that sad? It's very sad. Poor tree. So what is it? Nothing. That I told you what it is. It is not a fir, a spruce, a pine, or a hemlock. But it also is an evergreen conifer, and it is native to the west coast of North America and the state tree of Oregon, and it's even on Oregon's flag. Vermont needs to take notes for that one. We'll get into Vermont another time. But even though it is a softwood, as all conifers are, literally, conifer, softwood, same exact thing. They're interchangeable, essentially. They mean different things, but they're in the same group. It is one of the stronger softwoods because being a softwood is literally meaningless. Being a hardwood, balsa wood is a hardwood, literally meaningless. And because of the Douglas fir's strength, it was used by West Coast natives for spear shafts. It was the Hawaiians' wood of choice for war canoes. I'm not gonna wait dichotomy, but you can continue typing. Back up, fine. What to where? What defines hardwood versus softwood? A hardwood literally means a broadleaf tree, and a softwood means a conifer. Literally it. I'm not joking. That is all it means. Why does it have to do with hardness? Because on average, hardwoods are harder than softwoods. Cowie! I'm so glad you love trees. So glad you're here for this, because this is the vibe. We love trees. So it has nothing to do with the tree. I'm not sure what you mean by that question dichotomy. It does have to do with the tree in the sense of that there are two categories of trees, broadleaves and conifers, and those are also synonymous with hardwoods and softwoods. And because they are relatively, softwoods are softer and hardwoods are harder, there's still outliers. Like I said, balsa wood is a hardwood, and we literally make houses and everything structural out of softwood trees. Telephone poles are softwood trees. And they're not very soft. It has nothing to do with firmness. Yeah, technically not. It's a average of the first people who made up these categories decided, yeah, that on average, hardwoods are harder and softwoods are softer, but again, it's honestly relatively bleh as a term for actual meaning. Conifers and broadleafs are better because they actually mean something. All right.
Oh, I just opened YouTube and I see Mazen's well wishes. Thank you, Mazen. That's very, very kind.
All right, but going back to it, Douglas fir is a harder softwood. It's actually pretty dang hard, and it was used by West Coast natives for spear shafts, in Hawaiian war canoes, and even in United States mine-sweeping ships. Because we made mine-sweeping ships out of wood because certain mines are magnetic and we didn't want them to be magnetized to the ship. And it is very sturdy, so we did use that. We also use it for something that is very topical this time of year and totally not the reason I decided to bring this tree up now, but it is a very popular Christmas tree, as it has a citrusy scent and incredible needle retention, which is one of the most important things for a Christmas tree, and also its shape is the classic conical Christmas tree shape. It is on the weaker side, so you can't give it like a ton of big ornaments. Weak is not the right term. Flexible. Soft. In its sort of foliage and branches way, so you can't give it a lot of big ornaments. But it is very nice for lighter, like tinsel and smaller sort of lights and that sort of thing. It's so ubiquitous as a tree. Too. What about pine? Well, technically they're not pine cones all the time. The Douglas fir has cones, but the Douglas fir has Douglas fir cones. They're not fir cones because it's not a fir, and they're not pine cones because it's not a pine. That makes sense. However, most of the cones that you will see this time of year, like in hobby shops, are actual pine cones, so they're not wrong. But just be careful, because they are different. You'll never see never is a strong term, but you'll almost never see a separate fir cone where the fir cone is not attached to the tree, because they don't fall off in one big thing. They fall off in little pieces. However, again, a Douglas fir is not a fir, so completely different. And we'll get to talk about the cones soon. We'll get there. There's cool stuff about the cones. We're on Christmas trees. Yes, you can even purchase fake Christmas trees that are specifically modeled after the Douglas fir because they are so ubiquitous, and they are shipped across the United States, even into Hawaii, for use as Christmas trees. Now, it being such a nice tree for all of these wonderful things, it did lead to original overlogging of the old-growth forests that are mainly populated by Douglas fir, because they get very large and they're a big staple of the area. I'm sorry, dichotomy. Now, this overlogging endangered many species that rely on these trees, and almost solely for cover, like the northern spotted owl, or where they prefer to build their nests, like the marbled murrelet, which is like it's not a duck, but it's like a duck, and even our cute furry friend, which is going to be part of our design today, the red tree vole, which almost entirely relies on the Douglas fir for its food and its nesting and everything of the sort. Now, you could say that, in a way, these species becoming endangered did lead to change, as we now have protections along the west coast of the United States for the remaining old-growth forests, as a lot of national parks and those sort of things protect those areas. And that is the end of my script stuff, but I have other information, so let's get there. We gotta bring it up. There's lots of stuff. Does a flip and sip? Well, it rhymes. Alrighty. Okay, yeah, I think the last big thing is that because it was a tree that was so ubiquitous for the natives of the West Coast United States and that sort of area, that it does even have legends as to the tree. One of the biggest things you can use to identify the tree is its cones. And its cones are very special, and we'll get a lovely picture up here. Open a new tab. Goodness. No, not link. Dang it. Wants to pain me. Is what it wants. Okay, you can stop though. Is they look like this. And I don't know if you can really see. I'll zoom in here a little bit. That should be good. But these bits here are called bracts, these little pointy bits. And what a lot of people tell you they look like, and you can probably see, is little mice burrowing into the cones. And because of this, there's a legend of long ago when animals talked and trees could move. There was a large storm. And it had been so dry before this storm that lightning struck the tallest trees and caught them on fire like torches. And the forest entirely started burning. And the animals trying to escape, they just kept running and all the trees were burning. But there were certain trees, like the Douglas Fir, that were resistant to fire. Because now, while the Douglas Fir doesn't need fire to reproduce like some trees do, it does have relatively thick bark that does make it resistant to lower level forest fires. And so seeing these trees that were not afraid of the forest fires, the trees decided to help the animals be protected from this wildfire. They leaned down and the animals were welcome to scurry up into the tree's branches for safety. However, being the smallest of the animals and thus on the slower side, the mice were the last to get to the trees. Unfortunately, almost all of the trees were full, except for their cones. So the trees told the mice to scurry into their cones for protection, and with that, all of the animals and the trees weathered the forest fire, allowing them all to survive. And to this day, some mice remain stuck inside the little Douglas Fir cones, where they are still protected. And that is why, legend says the cones look like that. Someone say burning, not Neffy burning. Neffy could scramble inside one of the cones. I just inhaled hot chocolate. I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez. Don't do that.
Yes, I have saved myself. Ooh, D&D Day, look at that. I know, right, Oscar? It's really fun to see how all the ancient peoples sort of, rationalized, I guess, the world around them. It's very fun. But with that, I will continue to answer any tree questions. I won't be out of... It's not burning. I actually let it cool off a lot, but then I tried to talk and sip, and it was a bad decision.
Dichotomies, right? Or you should be careful.
I'm good. It's nice and warm now. It's perfect. I'll survive. But with that, it is time to design a tree an NP tree, an NPC, a tree character. And I do have a little collage of images for me over here. But now knowing what you all know about the tree, what do you guys think should be design elements? Not a happy tree friend. Oh goodness. What design elements do we think should go into this tree character? I want a list from you all. I mean, you don't have to participate, but if you want to, this is the time. Hot cocoa is delicious.
Oh no.
No.
Dichotomy.
Oh, the happy tree friend thing?
Not a happy tree friend.
Not a happy tree friend. Not that kind of happy tree friend. We like cone armor. Okay, we can add that in there.
Ooh, chest
that
plate
can
and
be an
shoulder
option.
pads.
Cone armor. Okay. Chest plate. Pauldrons. That's the shoulder thing, dichotomy. Yeah. With the bracts. Ooh, also could be a scaly dress or a cape. Cone dress. Cone cape. We're actually gonna do full character design, guys. So we're gonna do pretty quick sketches. I'm gonna try. To have a bunch of different options and slowly follow them down the line, which ones we like and which ones we want to do. So feel free to use it in different ways, things that don't necessarily go together. I won't necessarily be putting it all on one character. We're going to be making a lot of different sort of designs and going down the line. Because that's the fun of it. Lots of cones. We really like the cones. Oh, maybe I should show you the tree. That might help.
Yes, let them see the inspiration, Ori.
I don't want cones again, Google. I want the tree itself. Yes, we have the tree. Again, it's very conical, but can be kind of spindly. Very conical, very fluffy. They can be very tall. They have very thick bark. They can be very big. But they have very thick, like I said, fire-resistant bark. Yeah, nice and tall. Oh. Hold on, all of my chat is behind everything. Christmas angle is very bright jewelry stuff.
I could see that. That sounds
like
cool.
that. Christmas. Jewelry. What's the word I want? Like gilding vibes? I'll give a couple more minutes for anybody else wanting to brainstorm, and then I'll add in my brainstorm ideas.
I think PCM mentioned a beard.
Oh, fluffy so a beard? Alright.
I can see it.
Foliage. Oh, I should also show off the red tree bowl, which is a cutie patootie. Look at this round little guy. Oh god, stop.
Aww.
Look at how round he is. Look at him.
Look at his little paws.
He's just a little guy. He's just a cute little guy munching on needles. Long whiskers. Just a little fella. Just two little fellas. I'm not gonna put that down, Dichotomy. That's too going into horror levels of stuff.
Well, Ori, you do have to practice. I have been working on that nightmare sequence for quite a while.
That's different.
Now. It's still horror.
Yeah, but it's different.
Keep
That's
telling
easier.
yourself that.
Alrighty. Well, I think that's it. I'm gonna add my things. I really liked leaning into like the grapefruit smell.
Ah, yes, that was me, PCM, but it is a long ways away.
Oh, a very long time. Mars has much more pressing themes to work on.
Exactly.
Hair. Foliage. Cape. Like to keep the tension up. Conical shape. Alrighty. Now that we have this, I'm gonna put the timer on to try and make me be a little faster. We'll see how that works, but that's what we'll do. We also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but our background music is much more in the festive vibe this time.
Really puts a different spin on things, doesn't it? Hi, Roval. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, Roval.
Ori is talking trees, and I am
Of
ASMRs
course,
tonight.
PSM, PCM.
PCM, please fill the void. I can barely talk tonight.
Mars did not hold up her end of the contract. I can't believe it. But also feel free to ask about tree questions as well. Or literally anything else.
Dichotomy gave me their cold.
I will blame you, Mars. Yay, Restream mod is back. Woo. I'm glad you like the background music, Mason. Go eat food, Roval. Enjoy. It kind of comes over and it's like wider and flatter. Okay. And then we'll add one that kind of add it kitty corner like that, because that's what's hiding the mouse. You thought it was nice to share things, Dichotomy? Not those kind of things.
You know, Dichotomy, I thought it would be nice too, but Ori just doesn't approve.
I don't want it. I don't want what you're sharing. Don't give it to me.
Your next story.
I don't know if there was a response. We are happy
Honestly,
to hear your lore.
I should have seen this coming. My brother has been sick for a couple days now, and then one of my coworkers was also sick and was out this past week. And then yesterday, we were having our final day of the semester, so we all took like a group picture outside, and none of us were wearing coats, and I was outside for a while, so yeah, I should not be surprised that this happened.
So you hear that, guys? Mars admits she did it to herself.
And then also a lot of vocal overuse as well, and just not taking the appropriate precautions.
I guess it's good we didn't scream at you guys this week.
Oh god, I would have lost my voice completely. Like, I'm in, like, I feel like I have a lump in my throat right now. But I would have been in pain if we had our normal day. And if we had D&D tomorrow, forget about it. I could not manage Miss Molly's.
So in a way, it worked out.
It really did, you know?
If you were to get sick, I guess it was this one.
Being sick, but I guess
well, it's like if you had to get sick, yeah, might as well have been now. The mice tails are definitely interesting on the armor. Not sure how we'll go with that in the end. But I really liked the dress like this. Because I really want to push that conical shape. Ooh. Okay. That's a thought for a later one. Ooh, exciting indeed. A wedding and birthday. Oh, yes. All the celebrations. I guess I want the hair to be kind of long. I'm not really feeling that. Short. But okay, that kind of hair vibe is not bad. Did like a bow on it though, because that kind of gives like Christmassy vibes to me. This one's definitely a little all over the place, so that's why we do a bunch of them. Because then I'll take what I like from this one and I'll go on. It seems like it now that you're pointing it out, Grenade. I do say it does seem like it is where the cool kids hang out.
Welcome, welcome.
To look at the red tree bowl again. They do have a tail. Okay. My brain is still slowly dying, and it's much earlier than it was before. So it's definitely not good that it is dying so fast. Okay. You said cape. Alright. I am going to move on to another one. Because I want to. Now we're going to leave that one over there. We're going to start anew. Because I feel like I have more where I want to go with it. What kind of cool stuff you miss? I talked about trees for a good half hour.
She told a really interesting story about mice and pine cones.
Not pine cones, Mars.
Ah, crap.
Just cones. They're all just cones. You can be
Just
happy with just cones. Ooh, okay. Some of my dress inspiration has this little, like, this little cape to it. And you talked about it being like a cool... The scales could be a cool cape. So maybe that's what I'll go off of here. Okay. Trying to make it fall right, though. Balls like this. Exactly, they're Douglas Fir cones, not pine cones. Very good dichotomy. Gold star. You paid attention in class. We'll allow Mars to blame it on her illness this one time. Even though I don't know how that would affect it, you know, I guess I'll just let her.
Well, actually, this is something in psychology. If you don't feel your best, you can't perform your best.
Well, there you go.
You know, if you have a stomach ache.
She's smart enough to come up with an excuse, though.
No, it's more so that that's actually a key component of my studies and my field.
I'm messing with you.
Because if a kiddo comes to my office for services and they're not in the right frame of mind, like, nothing's going to be learned, nothing's going to be accomplished.
There you go, dichotomy, exactly. That little tail. I'm just gonna take this and move it behind, because that makes more sense.
A successful business. That's awesome, PCM.
Come over. Like that. What if it actually falls in a couple of loops? Yeah, that's better. That is darker than I meant it to be. but that's okay. Kind of around.
I know I'm being a bit quieter than normal, and Ori's kind of mumbling at the moment, so I apologize if you can't.
My brain is
hear
just
us.
we're
I don't think
focused.
you lost audio dichotomy.
No, it was just dichotomy.
Oh, okay.
It was all dichotomy's fault. Success. Solved it. Okay. I want like a little tiered dress. I feel like that is really the vibe. Because that gives like Christmas tree vibes. And I feel like that's the vibe. I'm just gonna keep saying vibe. Lots of vibe. My brain is vibe only right now. The dresses have like a little belt. Ooh. I was gonna say that's where the bow could go, but I don't think so. I feel like the buckle's nicer. And then that has to be this color. Okay. Okay. We're going here. Is the fabric exactly right? Nah, not really, but we're going here. Now the hair. Kind of like that hair. But I don't know if it's too much to do the skirt and the hair like that. I feel like it'll be a lot. That we'll have to see. Vibe indeed. It's all vibes. Life is just a box of vibe lit. You never know how you're gonna vibe.
That is very true.
Ooh. Okay. Gotta give her little, like, earrings and stuff. Give her some rings. Some bracelets. A box of violet? No. I mean, if you put a box down, you'll probably have a box of violet, yeah. I mean, I'm not doing it. I just put the box down. She's doing it herself.
Cats love boxes. Cats love boxes.
Let's look back at my vole. Teeny weeny little ears. And the kind of normal feet, so maybe we won't go very vole here. Sadly, we might leave the vole out.
Your folly.
Did you say folly? Ah. Terry Falls. Terry Folly. No. I don't know why. It's too heavy on the thing. Is no shoes an option? I feel like the shoes just put a lot of weight on the bottom. Oh, we could just make it like a floor length skirt.
Well, there's an idea.
Ooh, with some kind of like slit in it, maybe? I do like, because I want this like shape. It could be short in the front and long in the back. No, I kind of just like the full length shape. Okay, I think we've gone away from like, you guys did a lot of like armored stuff, but I feel like I'm leaning more into like warlock of the woods, sort of like witch of the woods kind of vibe. I also thought about, what if I add little bract scales as like the little hip bits, right? Most of her armor is like body armor, like here. Ooh, I kind of like that. Ooh, and then lots of the... Getting a timeout. Just, feats are normal, guys. Feats is all a normal thing. Ooh, and then we'll add this bract in the middle here, over top. Like that. But under bottom, those. Ooh. Okay. And then she has like no top. It's just the cloak. I don't know. I kind of like the shape of that.
It's kind of like Corey vibe. It's not half bad.
They insist. It's Marin x Neffy. Do they have a ship name, PCM? All right, guys. Now that you've seen me design two things, what direction do we want to go? Do we like anything specific from one or the other? Yeah, break time, Ori. You don't think so? You gotta think of a ship name. It's important. I'll drink liquids now. My brain is waking up, so slowly. You don't like that Douglas is girl? Well, I didn't talk about this, but Douglas is a last name named after David Douglas, a Scottish botanist. However, incredibly hilariously, the scientific name for the main Douglas fir is Pseudotsuga menziesii. And menziesii is named after the Scottish physician Archibald Menzies. And him and David Douglas were rivals, bitter rivals. So the fact that the common name, Douglas fir, and thus the name of the entire genus, the Douglas firs of Pseudotsuga, the quintessential original founding tree, has a scientific name named after his rival, Archibald Menzies. How hilarious. Ooh, very cool, Roval. Alright, we just like the second design better. It's just perfect. Alright.
I gotta say, the second one is a winner in my mind.
Is there anything we want to add to this second design? Whoops. Anything it needs? I'm sorry that Douglas is a girl. But I'm not really, because I always wanted her to be a girl. Oops. You can stay over there.
Bravo, you're really going for
Crown?
that like, tree princess vibe, aren't you?
Okay, maybe a crown does feel rather Christmassy, doesn't it? So I do think I'm liking, because it's like a tree topper. Ooh, potions are good because they're. You're right. You mentioned that before, Decadine, because they're kind of like the ornaments. So I think I will have to take that into consideration after we reorganized all my folders. No. Honestly, it's all vibes, Roval. It's all vibes. I like the tiara idea, the tiara crown idea. I know how I can fit it in, and it makes it work better because we're like Christmassy tree-y, like, yeah, exactly, a tree topper. 100%. All right. Let's restart the timer and see where we go. She has PCM, the character development. has been fantastic. I really like this like side bang though thing, because it makes her seem more like Ice Queen, you know, rather than like fun princess. I want her to be like forest protectory vibes, you know, and less like, yeah, you want to meet me and come to my court.
So if you guys have seen The Secret of Kells, there's a character named Iceling in there. This reminds me of a grown-up version of her.
Well, I'm gonna take that as a great compliment because I know you really like that.
It's a wonderful compliment.
Okay, I'm thinking of one of those like very, very thin, kind of sparse tiaras. Maybe less in front of her and more just behind the main hair here. I don't want it to be too... a cat familiar. We can maybe add a little vole familiar. I'm gonna have to put this behind because my brain is dead. It's not happening. I can like picture the tiara, but I can't draw it. You know? You feel it? That's how I feel right now. I like know exactly the type of like crown I want, but it's like not happening. Okay, something like that, kind of.
Yes, Roval, yes.
Pinkerbon. Why, Roval? I don't think I'm getting
it. From Secret of Kells.
I see.
Yeah.
See, that's a Mars thing. I've never seen it.
It's a very good movie. You would be blown away by the art style, I think.
I know. I mean, I really liked Wolfwalkers, so I can't imagine not liking their other works, you know. Ooh. It's how non-artists feel always, you get it? Well, it's particularly annoying when you are an artist, dichotomy, because I should be immune, shouldn't I? Okay. So how do I'm gonna wrap this around. Like that. Comes around. See, we're wrapping the cloak. But then that one's on top. One thing I'm not sure about this cloak is that just that the bracts make it very stiff looking. And I'm not sure how to remedy that. That is my only, not my only concern, but that is my main concern. Not exactly sure how to remedy the weird stiffness of the cape, cloak, whatever it is. I do like the little hip bracts though.
Agreed.
They have to be more centered. Well, I guess less centered. You know, words. Words in a way. Well, my brain reboots again. Okay. Is that from the front one? Ooh, okay. Yeah. We'll go like this. And then the belt is honestly uncertain if I want the mid belt or not. What we do want to add are like potion bottles and stuff. Yes, happy Noop. It has occurred. It's what we all wanted.
This is what we all wanted.
It's what we all. It's what Noop deserves. What we all deserve. Happy Noop. Oh, okay. I think the crisscrossing works. I'm not certain. Maybe we just... What is a Noop? A Noop is nickname for Neffy, PCM's basically at this point main Dungeons and Dragons character. Long cat. Long boy. Okay, that's the other one we need. Green. And more like a yellow. Those are the main colors I see in Christmas lights. Christmas tree lights. Can add the tiered dress. I really liked the shape this has, so I don't actually want to screw that up too much. Yes. It's gotta be darker for my brain. Like when you show a meme to your dad and he grabs your phone and just goes and say, "Is that your friend?" Yep. Thankfully, both my parents have gotten enough into the internet where they like understand. Like my mom follows like a few like specific dog accounts and stuff that she'll like tell me about, and like all, you know, my father talks about how like the YouTube, he doesn't know the word algorithm very well, he always forgets it, but you know, he basically talks about it just without specifically referencing the term. It's more like it's not like he's trying to talk about it to me, it's more just he's like annoyed about the like, why is it showing me these weird, like, you know, we can just bond over the fact that like something showed us weird and now you see it all the time, you know? Okay, let's move you up a little bit so we can finish your skirt. Yep, beep. Okay. There it is. Now. She does need a face eventually. I don't know if I want to do something with her midriff. I also don't know if I'm really a fan of the cape the way it is or not. Because I really like what we ended up doing. But I'm not particularly here. But with the cape drapes, it's just kind of stiff. And my brain is not giving me any way to remedy that.
What to do,
what to do indeed. Okay, we're adding... I feel like if I add a mouse here, it's just gonna be weird down the middle. Maybe not. That's not bad. Okay, I like that more. We got Mushu back. Mom's clueless about the internet still. I don't know. It's taken a lot of effort to make my parents not automatically call anything like a Nintendo. That was like effort from the beginning. My mother really wanted to call everything, not even a Nintendo. She really wanted to call everything a DS. Everything was a DS. And I'm like, it's not a DS, it's a Switch. Or it's not a DS, it's a Game Boy. You know, she just, She just went there. She skipped over Game Boy, which she had a Game Boy, but she never like really went. Everything was a DS. The DS. And it's like, why?
See, I never had that issue with my parents growing up, but now I have that issue, which is weird.
Okay. We've got to fix the rest of this because I'm not a fan of how this cloak is draping. It's just not doing it for me. Yeah, turn off your Nintendo. I do kind of like, what if it's more like a poncho? Would that fix my problems? Maybe, actually. I was kind of skeptical there, but it might be fixing my problems. Oh my god, the music just made the noise that my alarm makes and my brain died.
Oh no.
Is your throat feeling better, Mars?
Not really, but I appreciate you asking. Actually, I think it's getting worse, to be honest.
Mars is having a tough time.
I am.
Okay, I am liking this better. Ooh, okay, what if the, like...
I'm just sucking on my throat lozenges.
What if the mice coming out are more like sleeves as they, like, wrap around her arms? Like this. And then... Kind of like that.
I appreciate you asking, Nicole. That was sweet. Oh, thanks, Grenade. I appreciate it. I've been going and going these last couple of days, and I
And
think
now she's
once
gone.
my body realized, okay, there's no more to like.
The tank is empty.
Because I still have stuff I need to do. My immune system just fucking died.
You got over the timed
also-
stuff, the main stuff.
I've also been around a lot of sick people lately. My brother's been sick for the week. One of my coworkers was sick and didn't come in for the second half of the week. So honestly, I'm surprised I did this well. And that it actually managed to hold off until I didn't have anything to do, which is impressive.
This week worked out really well for Mars to get sick if she had to get sick.
Yeah, just amazing timing all around. The only thing that's kind of killing me right now is I have a poster session on Monday, and I need a voice in order to present and answer questions for 3 hours.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
She needs more.
I
of
might
these
need a couple
colored
days of some just hardcore
bulbs.
vocal rest.
Kind of doing here, but
Good advice,
Just
Nicole.
don't
Good
want-
advice.
I mean, I feel like this is too on the nose. Let's just go around the skirt like this and add more potions. But it's also kind of like, then she has a lot of potions, you know? I don't know. How on the nose is putting 2 more belts around her skirt with more potions? Is it too kitschy? Or is it just the right amount?
I think just the right amount. What do you think?
You gotta ask chat. Chat has to tell me.
Alright, chat, your turn.
Drop a ship
Oh,
name?
what's-
It's,
What's an NPC?
cause audio knows what's up.
Oh, I see it earlier in the chat. Ooh, that's a nice name.
Morelia. Ooh. It's just right? Alright. If Nicole says it's just right, I'll believe Nicole. What the number of belts? You like it? I don't know. I'm confused, Oscar. You've confuzzled me. You realize it's Christmas tree? I don't have a seizure. It's a specific kind of Christmas tree. Ah, it's the Douglas Fir. Trying to think of maybe if I do the belts more in rings than on a slant, it might be better. I'm unsure. Everything's on the bad layer? No, most of it's not on the bad layer. You've returned dichotomy. Is this too much or not enough? I'm unsure. It seems like the consensus is we like these extra rows of yeah, you think it's overkill? I feel like it is a lot, but I want more color somewhere. I'm feeling, but I don't know where. This does feel like a lot to me. Maybe just one is one better? Is just the one better? I agree. That's why I'm like kind of trying to figure. I want more color. I want to add more color somehow. Even more slack to it. It is pretty neat, PCM. We're going. Gotta get better at using it. Okay, are the belts on all one layer like a dummy? Yes, they are. Okay, we'll have to fix that. We'll have to fix that. But I do like how the sleeves came together a lot, actually.
I want to play as this character, honestly. Not gonna lie.
That's good. That's good. Okay, I feel like this might actually be better on top than underneath. No, I kind of liked it underneath. What if I add a smaller one on top? Yeah, the poncho really made it. It was the cape before was just not cutting it as much. That's not bad. Kind of like that. This needs to be fixed a little bit. Too much. Too much. Where is it? This one. I don't need that one. I just need this one. On actual color, that would be nice. All right. We're gonna put the timer on again.
What I really like about the poncho is that it's almost like you put a Christmas tree skirt around her top. Like that's really cool.
Ooh, I can see. Ooh, it works together. Yeah, I think the mice thing is very important to keep it Douglas Fir, and I do like them more around her waist than I liked them around the cape. Technically, I could still have it as a cape. We'll see about how in the back design. I'm on the wrong thingy. Okay. Let's put the belt on a new layer, like a good noodle. The belts... The problem is being too busy around the waist, right? Like, that's the... I don't want to give up the bracts, but I feel like I want the color to be somewhere else. Like, somehow. I love the potion idea, but it's just a lot is going on at her midsection. And it makes it difficult. Ooh, okay. What if they like hang? Like this way? Like around? That might work. Ooh, yeah, I think I do like that. Because the potion bottles can, like, hang. And then it puts more emphasis further down the skirt. Instead of all up at the same sort of mid-level where everything already is. I think that's the play, yeah. It also gives a bit more of an ornament feel, I think, as well, sort of overall, because they kind of lower down. Yeah. Think ornaments like around her poncho area, you're saying, Mason? I just worry about it all being too busy all in the same area. Her poncho needs something. I definitely agree. It is rather bland.
What about one of those swirly patterns that you see on Christmas tree skirts?
Oh, the quilting?
Yeah.
Because I'm also debating...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, dichotomy.
Yeah, the quilting. We like the quilting. Honestly, that kind of detail work is very my forte.
Where the breakable ornaments go on the bottom of the tree and the delicate ornaments go at the very, very top.
Yes.
Because we've lived with cats our entire lives.
I had a cat early in my life, but not for a long time. We still do that because a dog still did it anyway. Our dachshund was a menace to the Christmas tree. They've never knocked him over. Yeah, but she would lay under it. That dog is definitely a lot more cat than dog at a lot of points. She never played fetch. She never did any. She liked tug of war. That was about it. And she was a red dot chaser through and through. But she loved to curl up nice and warm under the Christmas tree near the heater.
Aww.
She's definitely much buried in blankets, just the nose peeking out.
I can't say I blame her. I'd do that too.
Like a chimney. I wrote shirt instead of skirt. Because yes. Because I made a Christmas tree skirt, but it doesn't have that kind of quilting, and it is more in the fabric. It's more in the quilt design than the quilting on top that made it.
No, I'd curl up under the tree in a bunch of blankets and a heater. That sounds so cozy. No, I might chase a red dot too. I don't know. I've never tried it before. Cats and dogs seem to like it so much. Maybe they're onto something.
That's a lovely tree skirt. Now I'm just looking at really pretty tree skirts. I'm gonna figure out. Oh, very nice. How I want it to be. I feel like I want it to be more spiky than swirly in the end, if I'm being honest. More like a star kind of vibe. Because, well, Douglas firs are soft to the touch. They're definitely not soft, like, aesthetically, I guess. That makes sense. Ooh, okay. Nope, too much, too much. The music is making me think of other music. That's not bad.
Ooh.
Just a little bit of design in there. Do we want to change out her earring to another one of the colorful colors? I feel like that would add a little more. Leave it, but just add a pop of color to the middle of it. I'm thinking adding like a little earring here. Technically, she'd have another one here under her hair, but Problem is, I don't want to add too much color. In the sense, I don't want it to be like only Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying? It's like a tough balance that I'm trying to reach here. You know? Nah, I really like the star. I really like the star. What I can do is make the skirt more 3D by actually adding the ornaments that would be hidden by the back of the skirt. Is that what comes next? So that one would be red. Like that. Why does that seem like it doesn't make sense? I think it does make sense. Red would come before green. Go red. Now my brain is dying. Green. Red. Yellow. Blue. I'm in the right order, dichotomy. Orange. Green. Yeah, and then it would be red. And then that would be green. Yeah, so it does make sense. It does make sense.
Wow,
Unless...
character growth PCM.
Ooh, a crowd. Very much character growth. She's becoming so much more comfortable with her own self. The high and the low ones have different colors. Oh, I do like that better. That's not what I was going for. No, but now that has to be orange. That's because I'm dumb, not because I was doing it wrong. Now I don't. No, I don't like that. It's too much orange, and I think the red and green is better. I think the red and green is better. I feel like I like the colors more.
I agree.
Okay, she needs more jewelry and rings. And then we'll finally get into her face. So I'm trying to see... Ooh, Okay, I'm actually gonna try one more thing before the face. Trying to think of like, there are like more shoulder strap stuff that like happen for like alchemists and stuff, right? So what if it's something like over the top of the poncho? Like this. that has like vials instead of baubles. We're trying it out. We're trying it out. Got blue. Green. Yay. Oh, no, that should be yellow. Yeah, you like this? Yeah, I feel like it's like just enough. The order's different. Ah, I mixed up yellow and orange. It's not intentional, but I don't feel like it matters too much. Especially because they're smaller. I only mixed up red and yellow and orange. The rest is fine.
It's very rare that you see a perfect Christmas tree, you know? I feel like if it's not some kind of hodgepodge of ornaments and lights, then what are you doing?
You know, the OCD was enough to notice anyway. Yeah, that's the vibe though. Yellow. Green. Okay. Yeah, see that feels like now there's enough. Okay, that's it. That's the thing. A face now. Is there a right way? No, there's not. I literally just chose a way. The reason I choose the colors like this is solely because I don't want Christmas tree colors. These are the Christmas tree light colors. And then I don't like they're not, they can't be rainbow order. Does that make sense? They can't be red, orange, yellow, green, blue. That's bad. That's no longer Christmas tree colors now. They have to be alternating in a way where they're not red, orange, yellow, green, blue. And I find that doing it this way is the least. That's why I put the yellow and orange that way, because they're differenter enough. So I might change them. That was definitely a sentence, but I think I am gonna change them because I understand why I do it the way I do it, and I like it better that way. Oh, it looks so much better. Oh yeah, okay. Whew. Right there. Pride is okay, but pride is different than Christmas tree colors. Okay, yeah, that looks way better. I do stuff for a reason, guys. Oh my god, they twinkle. Ha 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 ha. No. Okay. It's crazy hours. We're all in crazy hours. You're not crazy, I'm crazy. Okay. How do I want the eyes to look? What kind of eyes does this character have? We talked about this character being like guardian of the forest sort of vibes, right? So she kind of like, is she very regal? Is she very bright-eyed? Is she very like menacing? You know, like what kind of vibe do we want here? That's the question.
I think we're leaning toward commanding, right?
Oh no.
Like
Icy blue. I'm not talking about colors, but that is fun. I'm talking about more like eye shape, expression. You know, like stern, kind of cold,
I envision
calculating.
stern but welcoming. You know, regal.
Regal and serene. I do like that.
Amazing, I agree.
All right. Regal and serene. Yes, stern. Okay, we get to Neffy. You always pause, PCM. It's always concerning. Such a big 3 seconds until yell at Ori time. Okay. Yes, rest hand. I'll turn off the timer while my brains. Alright. Do I have any other cool Douglas Fir facts. We talked about it being fire resistant, so this character is definitely fire resistant. Has some fire resistance to her, but they don't need the fire. Join just in time to scream. You know, it's on brand enthused now. It's the best part of streams, some might say. Of PBs. It has the extra prongs. Okay, I'll look up a crown reference while I'm breaking my hand because I know what I want, but it's just not happening. Look it up. Spiky tiara. It's just thin and tall. Well, then you're not really gonna get much better than just thin and tall. Because I really like... Whose crown am I going? I'm going for this... Let's look at this character. Their crown is less than what I thought it was, actually. I thought it had more definition to it, and it doesn't. Whose crown am I thinking of? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm leaning away. I'm looking at my other screen. None of these are doing what I want them to do. This one's close. Let's look at Christmas tiara.
Oh no, PCM.
These are not what I want. Unhealthy Adventure Time. I mean, I love Adventure Time, man. But I feel like this is a little... PBs is very specific. Like, I see what you're saying, but it's definitely...
PBs is a little more simple, I feel.
Hers doesn't have the extra side things, and it has a little gem circle on top. Like, I know what it looks like. I could draw it in my sleep. But, we can try something different in a second. Because I'm looking at this one tiara over here. It does look pretty nice. What I'd actually do is I might refine it a little more. Is this on 1 or it's on 2? God dang it. Smaller ones get lost in the hair? Yeah, we'll deal with it. Again, if you recall, it wasn't really happening when it was happening, so... It's time to try and make it happening again. Let's do one of these to make my life easier. I want it to sort of just... I really want like the star vibe, but also very thin and pointy. You know, that's the whole goal. So I'm kind of going off this way. Ooh. Okay, I am liking this. You like it a lot? I'm glad. This is the one? Alright, this is the one. Because I'm trying to make it like, you know, those stars you see at Christmas. They're very, like, segmented, I guess. Do I add another row? I don't want another row. Do I connect it? I don't know. Ooh. Connected like that, yay or nay? With that connection or without?
I like.
You like with? Think not connected?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking not connected as well. Sorry, Mars. I think it just adds more. Connected as Pog? Oh no.
No, I meant not connected.
Oh, not connected.
Not connected.
Okay, yeah. I think not connected is away.
It gives the illusion that they're gemstones.
Yeah.
Just kind of hovering. Like, what's more magical than
Now
that?
the question is, one more row. I'm kind of liking the one more row. That is true.
It a little bit more.
I feel like this last row is nice. The 5 really feels like it's there. You
And
prefer the
stars are
3,
tree
but the 5's
toppers,
okay?
And stars have 5 points.
I feel like I'm here for the 5. We'll have to look at
I'm
it
here
this
for
way.
the 5. I think it ties into the tree topper effect very nicely.
Yeah, and it's really a crown. Alright, we're gonna have to do the 5. It twinkles. Okay. Let's finish her eye now. Whoop. I'm gonna give her some nice lashes. Very important to her look, I feel. And then kind of a higher lid line to make it look like she's kind of half eyes closed. Oh, all right. You gotta. It's a big ask then. If you've been meaning to do it, it must be important. Okay. Hearing talk about animeing for months, and you're never sure if you've heard the answer to the question. Subs or dubs? It depends.
It really depends.
I think the vast majority have been subs, but there's a few that are like dub only, like that we decide to be dub only. The one I made us do dubbed was Food Wars. I felt like there's just a lot going on.
And Princess Tutu.
Princess Tutu was dubbed because that's how I watched it, and I did really enjoy the English voice acting a lot. It was very nice. It was very surreal. We watched something else, you said?
Or in High School.
Or in High School, again, because I watched that dub. And Psyche K, because there's just so much going on the screen, and there's so many characters talking at the same time, that to watch it subbed is like brain melting. Like, out of, like, I'm definitely someone that's like, I'm fine with subs, but that anime in particular is really difficult to watch subs.
I tried watching Psyche K before watching it with you, and I tried it in sub, and I was like, I hate this. This is the worst thing ever.
It's just absolutely brain melting.
And it's like, oh, this is one of the best comedies I've ever seen.
It's great. I have to watch One Punch Man dubbed, I think, is how I do it, because I don't enjoy the Japanese voice actor for Saitama. It's just a personal preference. I want him to be more bored than Goofy, and I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Usually what happens is it also depends when I decide on what I'm going to do with an anime. It usually depends on how much attention I plan on wanting to give to it, if there is a choice, right? If it's a show where I'm just kind of like sitting on the couch and kind of like not really super paying attention and just kind of run and relax, it's like I'll choose dub because it's just mathematically less brain power. I don't have to sit and watch it. But yeah, when we hang out, it's almost always sub. I think Mars is just tired and sick.
I honestly, guys, at 10:30, I think I was going to call it. I wanted to stay for as long as I could, but I think I may have to call this one an early night.
It'll be a Marsless last hour of stream.
I'm sorry. I just...
It's okay. Your health comes first. Are you gonna? Gotta let me know about tomorrow, though.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to risk spreading if I do have something. I also don't want to feel like crap.
All right, so I'll let Dylan know.
Yeah.
No worries. We were planning to play games tomorrow, but Mars's immune system said nah.
It's been so long.
I know.
We gotta do one, like, before the new year. We have to.
Well, when I move in with Dylan and Doug, we're kind of like, whenever you want to come over. I don't think that Dylan's constantly like, yeah, just invite Mars over. She wants to drive out here. We're game, so.
Hey, I'm down for that.
It's pretty happy.
But, yeah, I think I might call it a night, you guys. I'm sorry.
No worries. They'll be
voice
stuck
is
with
done.
me.
My body is checking out.
Go to sleep.
Sorry.
Don't fall asleep on stream. That would be worse.
Okay. I was not falling asleep on stream, I promise. I was just very quiet.
That is fine.
I'll
subject stream to the rare Ori only stream. The how
night. Yes. Oh, what a special occasion.
Indeed.
Oh, I'm gonna say good night,
yes,
everybody.
We'll talk about Dylan in a second.
I cannot wait to see your creations that you come up with at the end of the stream. I look forward to seeing them tomorrow morning. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Everybody say good night, Mars.
Good night.
The empty chair. How could it be? I have nobody to put in the empty chair. I don't even have like a little thingy. Ooh, I might have a little thingy though. Hold on. Let's see if I can find something. Let's add an image. Add an existing image. And there's a sign. Ooh. Okay, perfect. We'll add it right up here. Okay, I gotta zoom in for my brain to see what's happening here. Get a little bigger there. Nope, bigger than that. Oh my god. Stop attaching. Perfect. Done. Move it behind some stuff. Ta-da! There it is. A Mars plushie should be drawn to fit in the empty chair. Look at me, I'm always prepared. Now my OBS is stuck big, but that's okay. Wow. I know you guys just come here for Mars and Dylan, not me. Cry. I can't believe you. A substitute plushie for Pokemon. It's so rare. It used to happen a lot more often, but it's been so rare that now it's like weird. It's so rare when Mars doesn't show up or isn't here. Just significant amount of times. Dylan only makes fun of you. So you're only here for Mars dichotomy? Ah, alright. I see how it is. Ooh, I like this face though. Views plummet by 99%. So crying. Oh, you're only here for Nicole now? What was I gonna say? But yes, Grenade, I am moving in with Dylan next month, actually. Which is very, very soon. And definitely a little scary because change. But yeah, it'll be really cool. It'll be very nice. Yes. You'll still be loyal. Thank you, Mason. Thank you. It is certainly exciting. But it'll be wild because it means I'm also moving in with Doug. It'll definitely be an interesting experience. But this home is not too far away, so God forbid. We'll be fine. Okay. I don't want to give her a super big face, but I do want to give her like a pointier face. What do you guys think? Is that on the same thing? It is. Move the nose down. Ooh, I like that. We're not getting a new lodging. I'm moving into Dylan's lodging, as he lives in a place. Ori, Dylan, and Doug. Yeah, basically, they had a house closer to where I live now, like a full house. But his mom always commuted, and then so they got a co-op closer to where she commuted to. And then because Dylan and Doug both went to school closer to the co-op, they moved in there. And then eventually they sold the house near me. And then the parents retired down to Florida. So that was in like October. So it's been just Doug and Dylan living in the co-op this whole time. And so then I'm going to move in. I am going to add a mouth. The mouth is going to happen. But I recently got a rug from my aunt for it. And that was a whole thing. It barely fit in our car, so a nice big rug. And you know, it was free, so that's what's most important, obviously. That's also a very pretty rug. I think she said it was from like the Netherlands or something. It's very interesting. All right. Now that we have her design, I think it is time to actually do a better full character sheet of it. It's still going to be a sketchy one for the reasons of I hope to make a whole piece of it in a little bit, but I just want to make it a little more clean, a little more ironed out. She is a sketchy one. Well, she definitely seems like a fun boss, like a D&D boss. Sadly, all the names I had sort of thought about her having don't kind of fit the vibe we ended up going for. She's not as happy. She's a lot more like we said, Ice Queen. So my brain was like, Dot. I mean, that's kind of what Oh, you're creating a subclass? A subclass of what class? I'm so curious. You can make a subclass, and then the boss can be based off the subclass dichotomy. It doesn't, you know, that's how the best bosses are made. You take an existing subclass, and then you do it. That's how all the cool bosses are made. Warlock? Her name is not Karen. My brain was thinking like Dot, because you can find that in Pseudotsuga. No. No, what I'm saying, dichotomy. I can't actually think of any bosses you've posted though. I don't even know if I have bosses. The workplace boss is never going to be a fun boss. So sad. Ah, yes. I recall now. That was a while ago, though, huh? I'm so used to your classes, subclasses stuff. Oh, your races. Those are the ones I really love looking at, the races. Because Molly's art is also really nice for the races. Not that it's not nice for anything else, but those are probably my favorites. Nephew's still nowhere to be found? Oh my goodness, PCM. What are you doing? Yeah, stat blocks don't get much attention. I see. This is why. So dichotomy, Dylan talked about this with our thing. And the reason it's because there are less DM than players. Right? So a player isn't going to go, ooh, look at this monster you can throw at us, you know, DM. Don't you want to hurt us with this stat block? And then, you know, so they don't save it, they don't interact with it. Versus like, ooh, I want a character to be this race. Ooh, I want a character to have these items. Ooh, I want a character to be this class, subclass. Ooh, I want a character to have like there's Leo's like RPG head pet shop is specifically like familiars. So that's like doing stat blocks but with creatures that players could have, right? So it's always hard. Yes, but the trade-off is that the races and the items and the classes DMs can also use and players can also use. But then the other side is like monsters only DMs can use. So that's like the whole thing. It's a tough world we live in. Ooh, I have the hiccups now. Well, after I finish her neck. Alright, we're adding. I love how I just have this. This help wanted sign is from Once Upon a Time. Because Ori, okay, if you didn't know this about Ori, guys, I'm gonna tell you a little secret about Ori, okay? Don't let her know that I'm telling you this secret. But if you didn't know it. Sure, it is from the old loading screen, but why was that old loading screen the way it was and then not used until I used these assets this way? I learned about something called stream pets, which are really cool. And I even learned about this really cool code that this guy made that you can do with stream elements where you can actually interact with the stream pet. So like people joining chat for the first time, it'll say hi to you and you can do like commands and it'll do stuff and you can actually like make little animations for it to do. So we were going to, so Ori with her big aspirations that you know, she just wants to do all of this stuff all of the time and she needs to tone it back a lot further because half the shit takes way too long. That I was gonna make all these little animations and stuff for the character to do sitting at the desk, being our like pirate secretary. When we were a lot more pirate than tea. But now we've become a lot more tea than pirate. And yeah, I drew him once. It is really, really cute. I know. And it's just, there's so much shit. Instead, yes, so Dichotomy and Nicole, I know you're on the T-Pet bandwagon too. Anybody else on the T-Pet bandwagon, listen up. I think I'm going to change the YouTube member icons to something T-Pet related. And I kind of want it to be like, instead of a seed, the first one's like a little egg. And then the next one is like grow, like it starts like hatching and like it does stuff. And eventually it's like a little T-Pet. Could still be a seed. And the T-Pet could grow out of the seed. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure how it's gonna go or not. But that's the vibe. Rip all your seeds of knowledge. They'll never go away. Yeah, I'm so sad that's the one sad thing about YouTube is that I can't do any like loyalty points on YouTube. They just don't exist. Well, not in any sort of. There's a lot of not in any direct way. I could do like a workaround, but that's so much effort. Thank you, Grenade, but no, not right now. That's a lot of setup. That's a lot of things, but thank you. T-Pets. Ooh, God, I can't speak either, apparently. I could make T-Pets as parrots. That is pretty cute. Yeah, auditions. See, I bet there's a lot of people vying, Grenade. But ooh, T-Pets as parrots. That is a good mix. Oh, I do. And out of an egg. Ooh, that's a pretty brilliant idea, Nicole. And we're keeping the pirate. Yeah, ooh, parrot. Where is Neffy? Oh my goodness. PCM. You read Mario Kart? Is it the same? It's almost the same letters, so, you know. There's one extra I in origami art, so, you know what? Based. Sadly, it's not Mario Kart. I haven't played Mario Kart in a long time. Parrots do also go along with Ace Attorney. Dang, that's a whole thing. But welcome back, Audio. Long time no see. Audio, I don't know if you ever changed over Discords, but if you're still only in the old Discord and you want to be in the new Discord, you should join the new Discord. I can't remember. Yes, unfortunately, there's a whole hacking incident with the old Discord, and we made a new one. So join over on the new one. That's where everybody is. It's not dead. We're not dead. We just moved. The old Discord's like a ghost town. Think you've seen Audio in the new one? I'm not sure. I don't think there's two people with Audio. I feel like Audio never joined. I feel like that was one of the people that I like kept waiting to see again to mention it to. The A names? A Tathis maybe you're thinking of, Dichotomy? A Tathis is in ours and the old one. Mars didn't have permissions on the old dude. She did originally, and then the hacker like killed everybody. That was the problem. I don't know. Maybe you're thinking about the old Discord, Dichotomy. Yay, Audio made it. Atriarch. I'm trying to look if there's any audios. Aragorn. No, there's no audios. Besides the audio. So yeah, I don't know. You're just being weird, Dichotomy. How could you? That's not what I wanted to do. Kind of, maybe? Who knows? Audio is not a common. You're correct. That's why I made sure to keep an eye out for you, Audio. How you been? How's life? I know you've been back in the DMing because we got some new stuff. That's true. Chaos is more common. Chaos is one of those classic usernames. You've been wonderful. Oh, I'm so glad. Lovely to hear. Greatest heist of all time. Oh my goodness. Well, glad it worked out, I guess. Because you pulled it off. And it was the greatest. That's what I've been hearing about from PCM Audio. That Neffy has disappeared. as an audio in another. That happens. Oh my god. Okay. What is it? Hans half elven has a regular named Camuon, and every time they call that person like Cam, and my brain is just like, it's me. It's not me. My brain is like, me? It's like, no, not me. She got fired. It was crazy. We'll be holding auditions. Cancelled. Yeah, Camunon. Yeah, that username messes with my brain all the time. I'm glad you think she's so regal, though. Roval? Yeah, Roval. Ooh, very nice dichotomy. Very nice. I know Cinder and the Rally Gang went to PAX Unplugged, I think is what it's called, in Pennsylvania. Bada bing, bada ba. I said this was going to be sketchy, and then I didn't listen to my own advice. Yeah, but that means it's just weird. It's always just like oh, wait, not me. It's like when you hear someone call your name in the supermarket, but they're not calling you. It's like that. The worst ones are when, so I used to work at a bakery in my town, and it's like the main bakery in my town. And so everybody goes there, and people will even like travel from like further away just to go to this bakery. It's that good. And so, thus, people who exist in the town and thus have seen me would go there and see me there. And I'm like working at the bakery, and we don't always wear name tags. And I'm like working at the bakery, and someone like comes up, and I'm like, hey, how can I help you? And they're like, oh, Ori, like my actual name. And I was like, oh crap. I have no idea who this person is. I don't know who they know me, because I'm like looking down, I'm like not wearing a name tag, and I'm like, okay, this person knows me and I have no idea who they are. So, oh god. What do I do now? I don't even know who it was. I don't even know who it was to this day. I just accepted it and moved on. Don't know who it was. Because the other problem is that like my parents were relatively, I guess active in the community is the best word for it. So like a lot of people knew like my mom and thus knew me, but I didn't really know them because I more just knew my mom. It was like a whole thing. It's wild. Not you, the other one? Maybe. It's more like just what it said. My brain is just like, oh. Torg at a museum. I've always wanted to do that, Mason. Was it fun? It sounds really fun. That's a job I really like. I'm like, this would be cool. Enthuse, your name actually gets dropped like fully, actually, like we're talking to you in the video, because you told us that we could like present profiles and not just evidence. No worries, Audio. We are having a very nice day. Unfortunately, Mars is feeling under the weather, but hopefully she'll be feeling better. Thus, we fired her. There's Senzu Bean. Yes. Okay. I don't know why I'm putting so much effort into these lines. I really shouldn't be. I really should. I didn't set the timer again. I really should just be kind of sketching through them and going, because this is not the final art that I have planned. Okay, new question. Pointy nails? I feel like pointy nails is a yes. How many streams does the Lost Turnabout? That's the first one, right? I think it's the Forgotten Turnabout, and it is 8. How many streams was it? I think it's only 1 stream. It's only 1 stream, I think. 1.5? No, it's only 1. It's only 1 stream. The Forgotten Turnabout was only 1 stream. Pointy finger ring thingies. This thumb is wrong because my brain is dead. That's why. What was that noise? I think we probably could have finished this this Bratsworth turnabout if we didn't get so much great Dylan teaching moments. When will we try out Ace Attorney 20th Century Edition? We're in 20th. Is that the... Are you talking about the Great Ace Attorney? It's like the last one, I think, on the list. Just because it's not in the timeline, it's like back. So we got to do all the other ones first. So 5 more games for those 2 games. New character! But oh no. Hello, Kaido. How are you? How are you? We are good. Answering same questions over and over again? Yeah, I bet that can get kind of tedious, Mason. But, I guess she's not dead, though, PCM? But goodness, audio, that is a heist. Whew. The one where you don't play as Phoenix, right? That's, I think you mean 21st century, and that if you're talking about Apollo Justice, 20th century is the 1900s. 21st century is, we're already in it at Ace Attorney because we're always in the 20s. But I will be playing Apollo Justice soon. We have to get through investigations first because that's how the timeline works. Investigations comes before Apollo Justice in the timeline. 20th century's a Japanese guy. If that's Chronicles and we're talking about Ryosuke, my brain is dying. Nicole, you're playing that game. What's his name? Okay, this hand is not doing hand things for some reason. And I'm not exactly sure what it is. But I'm very close to just giving it up. Okay, that's more hand things, but we're just kind of... It's just Phoenix without spiky hair? Yeah, it is. Okay, that hand... Ugh, I hate it. Upsetting. You're just gonna accept it, because this is not the final art, Ori. This is the concept art. So we gotta speed it up. We're gonna go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Oh, brain on overdrive. It's Marin! Oh. That's fun. Ryunosuke. Naruhodo. Naruhodo. There we go. Does have a slightly spiky hair. He has a British accent. Okay, that I can do. That I can do. That's one of my 2 male accents is Phoenix Wright and British guy. So you know what? That works out. Works out for me. Why does he... I want to ask why he has a British accent, but I feel like that might be spoilers. So I shan't ask. Because usually it's like Edgeworth, everybody feels like has the British accent. Maybe if I just shrink this one, I'll feel better about it. I will. I was right. Oh, we cut to Neffy now. Whew. Well, that's nice. At least a little sympathy from audio, huh? Oh, never mind. If she's not doing good, it's not really sympathy, is it? How dare you, audio? Ori, you're spending too much time on this. Guys, yell at Ori. She's spending too much time on this. No, if you yell at her, she's gonna stop before the timer is. Oh no. Catch 22. Oh my goodness. Man, Neffy was just getting nice. Spend less time on this. I'm trying. Interesting. Why? Aren't they supposed to be in like samurais? Don't they have katanas? You were culpabilizing? I do not know that word. Suddenly it's the weekend. It is the weekend. TGIF. Yep, my brain does not know the word culpabilizing, and I don't think even normal brain knows that. Yell! Oh. Ara ara. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's good, PCN. That's good. You don't think it's actually a word? Yeah, I feel like it was like a French thing. I don't know. It's like culpability? I don't know. Because that's a word, right? Culpability. It was feeling guilty. The word means feeling guilty, or you tried to write feeling guilty and autocorrect died. Okay. Cat update, yes. Chat does like cats. No fetch. You thought it was transparent, it was not? There are so many English words that it's very much just like you could say anything and I would believe you that it's just an English word. I don't know. Yes, good question, PCM. Oh my goodness. That hot chocolate. Gaslighting the dictionary. Yeah. The dictionary. Ooh. Honestly, Ori is a great name for puns. I didn't mean to do it that way, but it worked out pretty well. Ho ho ho. And a Merry Christmas. Are we all Christmas people here? Or do some of you celebrate something else? Or nothing. Gaslighting dichotomy. Not this again. My mummy's a werewolf too. This again. That's the ticket. That is 100% the vibe, Mason. I like the holidays for seasonal related things. You just enjoy the Christmas vibes? So you don't set up anything in your own home, Nicole? Or do you set stuff up in your own home? Everyone else weird and you're like, haha. The word was hierarchical. Wow. It is a weird word. Hierarchical. Yeah. Because you have to know hierarchy, and then you have to get there. Hierarchical. I live in an area where a lot of names are named after, like, either Polish people or Native American names. And so a lot of the places are spelled really weird. Okay. We're good here. Give her an ear. Does she have pointy ears? I don't think so. I like her with no ears showing out of the tree hair. I like an illusion of ears by the fact that she has earrings, but not actually seeing her ears. I feel like that's more the vibe. Yeah. That should be mirrored, though. Because it definitely hangs outside the bounds of the hair. Ta-da! Right like that. Arc versus arch. God, I hate that one so much. Because sometimes it's arch and sometimes it's arc. And I hate that one so much. I hate that one so much. So much. Well, I guess, Nicole, do you put up like a tree and give presents? Because like I don't celebrate Christmas for Christ. I think I don't even know how many people do that I know. It's definitely just like it's a Santa holiday. It's not a Jesus holiday. Just like Easter is the Easter bunny holiday and not it's the spring holiday. I guess in a way I technically more celebrate Yule if we go back further. But yeah. It's a time for presents and nutcrackers. The nutcrackers are very important. I hate that one too, dichotomy, because you can also like it's so bad. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate arc versus arch versus I hate it so much. Honestly, probably more than any other English spelling thing. That one is just pain because it's like none of them are right and none of them are wrong and they all suck and I hate it. And it's just pain in my heart. Yeah. I used to go to church on Christmas for the sole reason that I was in the church bell choir because that was cool. Not because I cared about church, but because I cared about playing cool, fun instruments with people because I'm a music person. And so that was fun. Sometimes you get a small tree and have nice wine and stuff. Very nice. Yeah, we put up the tree and we do that and we do get together like as a family and we do like Christmas Eve stuff, but yeah, no church stuff. Ah, I feel so special, Grenade. I keep looking at German nutcrackers. If I get this, I really want them. They're just so pretty. There's like an art one, and he's really pretty. Literally called the person and she was... Oh, you remember last week you said you got the big son? Oh, very nice. Bell choir. The one annoying thing about bell choir is that, at least church bell choir, is the fact that it's a lot of, at least mine, was a lot of older women that never actually read music in their life. So it's me, this other kid I knew from school, who was also in band with me. So I knew we could both read music. And then it was like his mom. The director was a girl that went to a different high school but also could read music. Ah! Alright, we'll take an Ori break. Also could read music. Her mom, and then a bunch of old women that didn't know how to read music. And so it was us 3 kids of our generation that knew how to read music, and a bunch of old, like adults and older women that had no idea how to read music. And oh my god, I had this pain. Okay, I have to tell this story. I don't know what song it was, but there's a song that was very common that we like always played at Christmas time or something, or we always played this song. And it has a part at the end where it's specifically a dissonance chord that gets resolved. And I don't know if they got me. But read music like it's normal. It's more like if you're playing an instrument, like I feel like you should learn how to read music. And then, so it was like dissonant and it gets resolved. And half of the old ladies were like, I want to change this. I don't like that it's like, the point is that it's dissonant first and it gets resolved. You can't resolve it if it's not dissonant first. And we like, the 3 of us were like, no, you're not changing the music. This is how it's supposed to be. Jesus. So my school district specifically was very well known for our music like department. So I had music class in like elementary school that we learned how to read music. Did you guys play recorders in like 3rd grade? Literally though, dichotomy. Literally though. Oh no, PCM. Goodness. This is a heck of a place to end it. The Illusion of Ears would be a good indie punk album. Yeah. Oh dang, PCM. Good acting on Audio's part, but dang. That dreaded 4th grade recorders concert. I feel like I did recorders in 3rd grade. And I feel like I got an instrument in 4th grade. Yeah, damn. I mean, you know, it's praise. You don't need music to read music to improvise. No, but you should be able to read music if you've been playing an instrument for a few years. My middle school was 6 to 8. So I went K through 5, 6 to 8, and 9 through 12. That was our structure. So we started, I'm pretty sure recorder was 3rd grade. And then we had instruments in 4th grade. I feel like that's what happened. I could totally be wrong. Because as a child, I learned piano, and I was like taking like voice lessons and stuff. So like I did a lot of music stuff. So There is a chance that I'm just being a dum-dum. But usually my memory is pretty good. Yours was 5 through 8, so 4th grade was the end of... I see. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Wait, so you didn't get to learn like a regular instrument in elementary school? Very interesting. That was like a whole thing. I remember we went and like we had like the older, like the middle schoolers come and like with their instruments. And then we got to like play the keys on them while they like did it. And they're like, you can't start with saxophone, you have to be a clarinet player first. And I was a clarinet player first, but I didn't move on to saxophone. I moved on to oboe. Which allowed me to move on to drumline, which honestly, best decision. Drumline was way better than normal marching band. A hundo. We were way cooler. I have no idea, Dichotomy. That was just the whole thing. You were only allowed to play clarinet or flute. Going oboe over 6. Oboe was really fun. But yeah, I don't know what their reasoning was. Okay, these have gotten too close together. Yeah, I don't know what their reasoning was. But you weren't allowed to just start with saxophone. You had to play clarinet. You could play flute first, I think. I think they would let you switch from flute, but obviously clarinet is way closer to the saxophone than the flute. The flute is a very different, like, fingering and mouth. I mean, you would know. Dichotomy, of course. Out of anybody, I know you would know. Well, it doesn't have a reed. Hobo? No. Oboe, the double reed instrument. No, stop. Really? Even though the embouchure? Source can play all 3. I mean, I believe you. I'm just surprizzled. The fingering specific. Okay. So it's like one or the other. Color me surprizzled. Miss Frizzled. Get rizzled? I don't know. I'm being weird. That's what stream is. Ori being weird. Usually Mars and Ori being weird, but today you get only one brand of weird. The Ori brand. Get rizzled. Get rizzled. Word of the year. Riz. Honestly, Riz is a good word, you know? Wasn't YOLO word of the year once? Am I misremembering that? Riz did deserve it. Riz is the, like, first word of the year where I'm like, yes, I feel this one. And then the people, like, they talk about, like, the old words of the years. I'm like, why did we... I don't remember saying this that much. You only... Nobody rat anybody out, guys. No snitches. Snitches get stitches. Your only word of the year once. Nice. Nobody snitch. Hello, Far Out. You love using new Zoomer speech because it pisses people off. I interact with so few people outside of like my age or older that like I feel like I'm pretty immune to like being cringe in the sense of that. Like, who am I interacting with? I'm interacting with like Dylan and Mars and my 2 younger cousins who are only barely younger than me. It's very like, I don't have to hello fellow kids anything. And my chat, there's only a few people in chat that are like significantly younger than me to the point of where we're like in a different group and I could be cringe. Most people in this chat have had very similar life deals. Or they're older, and thus I can't be cringe by using... Chat is full of Zoomers and Millennials, yeah. I think there might have been a... I think that's it. Yeah, I know, dichotomy. But... but Hunter is very, like, an old soul in experiences. It's interesting. Honestly, the one that I've had the weirdest time is, like, Anima is on the younger side. So Anima is definitely like having different experiences, and Cool Cat. Those are definitely people that are like, oh. High five, Nicole. 3 more days, Jamie. Oh snap. Yeah, and Mason became an adult recently, last month. Was Gaslight? Okay, yeah, that one works. That one does work. Okay. Did I start the timer again? I did. Okay. I'm not being a dum-dum. In that regard, at least. Perfect. Done. Flip it. Ship it. Amazing. Beautiful. It's so what's interesting. So I have two cousins that are again just they are significantly younger than me, but also marginally younger than me in the same sense. Where as a person, I definitely consume quote unquote younger content as a cartoon lover. So as they got older, it was more our interests like met, and that was really nice. Have fun at D&D, Jamie. Happy soon birthday, Jamie. We won't get to say it on your birthday in stream. Consume? That's the word it's called. I consume media. That's a normal phrase. How old is everyone? You're paranoid now? I'm 25. I don't think anyone right now is over 30, but I do know we've had some over 30s. We've had some 30s. Most of us are 20s though, and a couple late teens. And then there's like 4 people who are like really young. But we've streamed so long that there are people having birthdays, and it's kind of like, oh snap. How old is Cinder? Cinder is over 30. I'm pretty sure. Now I'm gonna have no idea. Cinder's older. I'm pretty sure Cinder is 400 and something 8 years old. He's as old as the universe. The flesh vegetable, I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely a couple people over 30. Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure Cinder is in human years over 30. Cinder is the doctor? Yeah, Cinder is the doctor, but in more of like an evil way. My goodness. I'm taking too long. The master then. Good night, Mason. Have a lovely weekend. Okay. Let me actually put the pivot point where it belongs. To save myself some heartache. Amazing. Just as Mason leaves, I say amazing. Because amazing's amazing. Made more sense in my head. Did it? I don't even know. Every time Stream Elements pops up, I'm like, oh, gotta read it. And then it's Stream Elements. I'm like, oh, no response here. No longer permissions to noob. Oh, the worst. Okay. Just her face now. Oh, and this portion. It is FaceTime. Get them back, otherwise riot. Agreed, agreed. About FaceTime? I've never used FaceTime. I don't use Apple products. I keep debating an iPad solely for art, and then I go, nah. I've never owned an iPhone. Now, I did have the second generation iPod Touch, but come on, that was like when it was new. And it was like the big cool thing. Wisdom. All right. Let's get wise. One player ordered rat, but everyone else I mean they ordered I was also a literal child. Art. Ah. I'm like so confused. So they got art of the characters, but nobody thought the art was good? Is that what we're saying, Grenade? Thought that counts. Yeah. I think that, yeah, it's the thought that counts. You say, cool, that's nice. That's what my understanding is. They commission someone for art of the whole party, but no one in the party thinks the art is good. Yeah, it's a nice gesture overall, and you thank it like any other gift that you didn't really want that you get. You say, thank you for the socks, Grandma. I'll love them forever. And then you never think about the socks again. It is certainly rough that you don't like the art they got. But, you know, art is subjective. Who wouldn't want to... Okay, it's a classic example die-cut. Okay, Jesus, I'm sorry. I forgot that our chats are nerds that love socks. I like socks too. Okay, it's just a classic. I would say bunny suit, but somebody in there is going to tell me that we love bunny suits too. So, you know, like... I can't please everybody. I also can't piss off everybody, apparently. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So I posted that husband's reel of the comic, right? See, this is what I'm saying, Enthuse. Exactly. It's more just like a stereotype. And, I'm literally, the bunny suit is literally a reference to the Christmas Story, a Christmas Story, the movie. But, so I posted that for Husband's Reel, and it got YouTube comments, and one of the comments was, "You furry / mentally unstable," but they wrote now I have to look it up. What? I saved it because I sent it to Mars. It's a you furry / mentally confused, but they spelt mentally mentality. So very nice there. But the other one, which is one of those things where it's like, ooh, kind of proud in a way. They said, "Ew, frick is this AI?" Look, they can't tell the difference. Even though I have the right amount of fingers. But yes, everybody's coming out of the woodwork this December. What is up? Alrighty. Break over. I want to finish this. It's very pretty. What am I doing? This is eyes. We need the rest of the eyes. Were they removed? Yeah, I removed them. I removed them. They were a while ago. I'm a remover of comments kind of person. I don't like your comment, I remove them. I screenshot and remove, it's the secret. Literally 1984. It's one of those things where I always debate whether to do it or not. But I think in the end, it's much more satisfying to delete them and then never have to look at them again. And never be like, ooh, it's a comment! And then them have be bad comments. The thing I hate is when YouTube is like, there's a comment, and you like literally can't see it. It's like, what? What? Where is it? Where is it, YouTube? I was gonna read that. Tell me where it is. This is a lot of time and detail I'm putting into this part. Spending too much time, Ori is. As Ori is wont to do. Beautiful. All right. Are any of you in... I'm asking. It's important. Are any of you in Kaz's server that are participating in his Secret Santa? Because if you are, I can't spoil it in case I got you. But if you're not, I want to show you my Secret Santa piece I'm working on. Because it's really nice. And I'm very happy with how it's turning out so far. So speak now and don't lie. Not in the thing. All I care about is in the thing. If you're not in the Secret Santa, then you're good. Not a Kazzer. All right. I think Roval's in this. Roval's in the server, but I don't think they do the Secret Santa, so I'm not worried about them. I don't want to spoil it, you know. Spending too much time on it. It's more like this is supposed to be like a reference design sheet, and instead I've decided to go way too ham on it because I'm a terrible person. that can't just sketch like a normal person. Not in the Secret Santa. There you go. Ah, don't worry, dichotomy. No, you don't have to scream right now. You have to scream when the timer tells you to scream. That's it. That's the only time you have to scream. If the timer says so. All right. We're gonna show it then. There it is. I'm very happy when it's coming out. Of course I chose the character with wings because it's beautiful. It's lovely. I'm very excited to color the wings and shade the wings and everything like that. So that'll be very fun. But yeah. And also, she ended up being kind of Christmassy with her green outfit and her red dual scythes. But I'm very excited. Well, I mean, their art is really nice too. Look at their art. It's very pretty. But of course, I had to do wings because we love them wings. But yeah. So that's what I worked on today. Very happy with it so far. Very happy with the clothing as well. But of course I'm gonna go way too ham on the wings. Whew, oh boy. All of their characters were really up my alley, so it was very tough to choose. One was like a girl that looks like she can turn into a unicorn. Another was like a fox girl, and then it was like this one. And I was just like, oh. How to choose. Last year I just did a bust, but I was really like, the wings. We gotta do the wings. You hear a Forge Noop another dress? Yay! Very nice. Noop deserves all the pretty dresses. Ooh, with Marin in a dress. Ooh. Let the ship sail. A part of your master plan. What's your master plan, Far Out? Oh, you're Xavier. Ah, I see. I see. There you go. Then your master plan is working. The puppet master behind the ship. Beautiful. Yeah, I remember Boxic was Maniac something was in their name. I know we had Boxic here once. I think that's right. I'm trying to remember. Maniacal. That's what it was. Maniacal. Okay, I was pretty close. I feel like I would have recognized them if they came into chat again. Oh, I was pretty close. My memory's pretty dang good. So that's how ships move, puppet masters? Exactly. Exactly. They want to keep it a secret. Ooh, in the Discord. All right, I'll have to look on next timer break. I really want to color her, but I'm terribly anal apparently about the details here. La la la. Come on, this one. What is? Brain is slowly turning to mush. Okay. Beautiful. We're almost there. I just decided my VTuber will not have moving anything past the hips because I got lazy and I'm just so done with cutting everything up. I'm just so done. It's so much work. And then I still have to rig it So pain. What is happening here? That is the vial, which is being vile right now. Totally fair. I know better than with this group. About the shipping? Or about saying I'm anal? More tree facts? Ask tree questions. I think I said all the Douglas tree facts I had. Douglas Fir facts. And I don't want to I have other plans for other trees, so I don't want to just give out random tree facts. So ask tree questions. As a Canadian, you must ask, why is maple sap the tastiest sap? We do eat a lot of different saps. There's birch beer that's made from birch sap. There's a fair amount of saps. It's all about sugar content, and oddly enough, we actually do not know what makes maple syrup taste like maple syrup. We have not been able to isolate the necessary compounds and chemicals that the tree naturally produces that makes it so tasty. And that is why you can't find good artificial maple syrup. You just get like sugar syrup. We eat a lot of tree sap. It just has to do with the chemicals inside of it. Yeah, 100 exactly, dichotomy. Because we actually don't know what makes it happen. Versus like orange, we can make artificial orange flavor like super easily because we know exactly what makes the orange flavor. And banana, we know what makes the banana flavor. But we do not know what makes maple syrup taste like maple syrup. There's so many compounds in it, and we've yet to understand exactly what makes it like that. I would go into more maple facts, but I want to do a whole sugar maple tree thing. Now, if your question is why do we only use the sugar maple mainly, again, it just has to do with it sap runs the best. Nothing any more special about that. Because we don't make vanilla from beaver anuses. We make a different thing that just is like vanilla because it has the same kind of... It's called castor oil. And it's just similar enough. Science is wild, dichotomy. Only up until recently... It's the same compounds, yes. It's the same compounds. Only up until recently did we learn how eels reproduce. Kind of. So, you know, we learn new stuff every single day. A lot of it a lot more recently than you might expect. God, I have so many fucking maple and maple syrup facts, but I really don't want to spoil because I really want to do a sugar maple one. Sure, dichotomy. Yeah, science is really wacky far out. There's so many things that we just kind of accept, but don't really understand, and only kind of know. Let's get some good Douglas Fir color. That's all wood color. I really like that one's artificial. That one looks good. We'll take you and we'll take you. And we'll take Christmas lights. Yeah, I like you. Beauteous. You're not making sense? I'm only barely coherent as well. Today, a tragedy. Oh no. Mm-hmm. Oh no! Oh, I'm so sorry, Grenade. Don't feel bad. You didn't know. You didn't know. And it wasn't like you were using it in like a whole streamed thing. The technical thing dichotomy is that it kind of doesn't exist. The industry, a bush has to have multi-stems. Has to be multi-stemmed. But technically the height doesn't matter because a yew is usually considered a shrub, but they can get really fucking big. And trees can be multi-stemmed. It's a combination of height and multi-stemmed. It's very weird. And like density, like a shrub kind of touches the ground. It doesn't come up with a trunk and then get leaves. A shrub has foliage kind of on the ground, or it should, you know. A healthy shrub should. Am I a gardener? It is not the autism. I don't think I have autism. But it is the fact that I am an arborist. I went to school. This is literally what I have my degree. This was my job until the past couple of years, was being a tree person. So I am certified, and I have to get recertified soon. So no. I learned all about this from hippie school. But yeah, hopefully I just got contacted to hopefully have an interview with an arborist consulting firm, and I'm really excited because it's like a really dream job. I'd be so happy. So I'm very excited. I hope I get that job. Certified tree nerd, yes. Internationally certified tree nerd. A lightly certified plain nerd. Oh, I love this color. We'll go more into the blue-green for her dress. Ooh, maybe we'll do a little more of a gradient with the dress. Oh yes. I think that is the way. When my art style doesn't work as well with the fill tool. So sad. Look at these imperfect lines. How could I? It's not like it's just supposed to be a reference or anything. For the really cool art I have to do later. I do like this color. That's the skin color right there, I think. Yeah, ooh. Certified? So it is not a requirement to do the work. However, it is a very common industry standard to want you to have or be in the process of receiving ISA certification, which is the International Society of Arboriculture, where everyone in my field does have it or is going to have it. I am also I also have a pesticides applicators license, which you do need to have in order to apply pesticides in New York State, at least. I'm New York State certified. So no one's going to bar you. Hello, the one. I'm glad you like it. Or is a druid IRL? Yeah, I can't turn into animals, but I am tree lady. Probably the last awe of the night. Is I think I'm just gonna take a little break and we're gonna finish it on the timer. Because look how she's coming along. Ooh, so pretty. But yeah, so you won't be necessarily barred from practicing, but they do kind of expect. It is a very common thing in my line of work. There's something else that's on top of that that's called TRAC, which is Tree Risk Assessment Qualification, which you can get on top of your arborist certification. And that you do need to have legally to provide tree risk assessment services for most companies, because it's like a liability thing. So in order to provide tree risk assessments, you do have to have a tree risk assessment qualification. So we don't play D&D now. We do like D&D related art stuff. So today was making like this, like an NPC character based on a specific kind of tree that I got to talk about earlier on stream. But sometimes we play like art games based around like D&D monsters, or you send emojis based on your TTRPG characters, and I try to read that and draw your character in 15 minutes or less. So we do a lot of, it's mostly art with a D&D slant instead of ever playing D&D. We don't play D&D on these streams. We play D&D outside of these streams, but not on the streams. And that's our secret cat. We talk about D&D stuff too. We have a lot of people who make D&D content. Kaz, hello. How are you, Kaz? How you doing? Staying up late? That's too bright. Weren't we talking about Kaz earlier? Ooh, we were talking about Secret Santa Kaz earlier. Very fun. Ooh, very nice. Festival maps. Beautiful. Wondrous. Yeah, we're slowly wrapping up too. I took way too long. Yeah, I just started it today. But I'm very happy with it. It was so hard to choose. The characters I was given are just, they were all up my alley, so it was just tough. Oh, also, Kaz, is Taken still doing the weekly art night prompts things or not? What are we taking a gander at? Oh, we gotta take a gander at Neffy. Oh, her dress is so pretty. And oh my god, you're saying this ain't a ship? This is such a ship. My goodness. Got this one. She's so pretty. Look at her. And look at this one. Come on, guys. What is this? Well, I hope she's doing alright with the busyness. We did them on stream and people really liked it, so. Because I got behind. Okay. It's real. See, this is what I'm saying. It is real. I agree. PCM's just in denial. That's even more canon than any Outcast stuff you guys ever say, okay? I never have them in comic holding each other, wearing pretty outfits, staring lovingly into each other's eyes. Okay, now listen. I don't know. Thank you. Yeah, honestly, they're like one of the best things we ever did for the comic cast, because like, oh my god, they get traction. And then we get, I posted, okay, I want to tell you guys how much the dub is really, really good for the comic, man, because I posted it on Wednesday, and we gained 11 followers on the comic just from posting the dub. It's nuts. So I gotta tell you guys, if you're trying to promote anything and you can do it on YouTube, I just gotta say, whew, really gets a lot of eyes on it if you're doing it right. I guess 11 doesn't feel like a lot, but it is a lot for us. Certainly a lot for us. We have a lot of background characters coming up eventually, so eventually is a while. So we will probably get some other people in them, but for the main characters we want to keep it pretty easily accessible. But we definitely want a lot of background characters and less reoccurring characters to be lots of fun people. So you're definitely not out of it, Kaz. You got a hat and ring too? Alright, when we get there. That's next year sometimes, guys. Probably later than that. The episodes that I'm talking about aren't literally coming out until the end of 2024. And the dub is like a whole year behind that. So it will be a while. But I promise everyone will know. It'll catch up eventually. Technically, I think mathematically it can never catch up to the comic, because even though I post it every week, most episodes of the comic get split up into 3 dub shorts. So, yeah. And then once the entry is done, I'll make it a video. Okay, I said I was gonna do a gradient and then I forgot. So, let's fix that. Let's see if I actually like it in the end, though. I am kind of liking it. Oh my gosh. Too many gaps. Too many gaps. Ooh. Alright, what do we think about the gradient? Do we like the gradient? Think it's too much? Alright, we'll take away the gradient. I think I'm gonna make it then the same color as her hair. Or do we like it this color? Is this too much with the hair? You like this with the hair? I think I like the hair as well. Oh, the bluer one. We like the bluer one? Alright. I don't think I'm partial either way at the moment. How does this look? Oh my gosh, I did a thing. Ah! Okay, I fixed it. Great. La la la. La 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 la. That is true. We can compare once we do the rest. Let's do underneath. Because I'm a lazy artist. So we're trying to finish this up. Okay. This. Oh my gosh, I did that. Okay. Why are you? Because I'm dumb. That's why. Beautiful. Great. Okay. Time for gold. Swoosh, swoosh. Nope. Come here. Stop. It's not working with me. Doesn't like me anymore. Okay. We have... Ooh, this one doesn't have the yellow. The orange, I guess. Orange. Brain dead. Yellow, blue, orange, green, red, yellow, blue, orange. Okay. I'm trying here. And then, so this one's green. And this one's green. Yellow, blue, orange, green, red. I do say orange, yeah. I never said I didn't. I am only here to tell the truth. Nice. Yeah, there's a green in here that I'm missing, but I don't know where. So we'll cross our bridge when I get there. Blue. 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 Yes. Red. Come here. There it is. I told you. I ain't no liar. So that one's green, and then that makes sense. Perfect. Great. Okay. Now I need her eye. Trying to make a point. Well, now you know. Because it's my super short show. Not very short. Said icy blue. I don't know if I want to... Yellow needs to be bolder. The gold needs to be browner. Oh, you think they're competing with each other? Okay. How's that? I want the gold to be differenter, though. Oops. Oh my god. Is this too much with this gold now, too? A lot of people do. It's a different skill. Some artists have horrible color theory. Ooh, I think I like that gold better. How do we feel about that? I feel like I want it to pop more than it was before. I like the other gold, but this is nice too. I feel like it was too dull before. Ooh, how about that one? Kind of orangier. Now I'm debating. I just feel like this gold blends too much with her skin, is my concern. I'll have to think about it. I'm unsure. I'm uncertain. What we will do is we will debate her skirt color. Nah, the blue is better. You have 40 days to write a film and edit a short film on the theme of fire, but you have no ideas. Did you hear my Douglas Fir and the mice? God, I don't know. Do the fireplace channel. What is happening? That's what's happening. It's a channel grenade where where it's literally just a fireplace doing fireplace things, and it's literally just a fireplace on TV. That I think it does play Christmas music. I'm trying to recall. It's for anybody who doesn't have a fireplace to be able to feel like they have a fireplace for the holidays. I have a real fireplace, so I'm fancy. I feel like I want her eye to be... Okay. I'm gonna do something. And someone's gonna yell at me. But I feel like... I want an option like this. The famous one is no music though. I've like never used it because we've had a fireplace for all of the time that I can remember. Okay, we have red. Green. You missed the blue. I just feel like the blue's out of place. I feel like it's another color. You know? Wait a minute. Yes, 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 me. Me what? Now you're asking for a lot. Well, that is certainly not happening right now. Is too close or too far from the dress's color? I like the hair color better than I like the dress color. No. No. Whoops, whoops, I'm doing stuff. I didn't mean to do. What a... No. Bad. I really like her hair color. Okay. Nope. Stop. And then... Ooh. Do you give it that blue instead? What about something like that? I feel like that's better. My problem is I wish the poncho stuff was darker. I feel like that's throwing me. Ooh. Ooh. Too dark, too dark. Bring it back. Okay, here we are. That's it, fellas. This is where we're at, fellas. That's what I wanted real bad. Okay, that's where it is at. Now we're gonna debate her skin tone for a second as well. Is her skin on that one? It is. Too dark. No, no, no. Make the gold bright again. Don't I dare? Skin and hair are perfect. Alright, alright. Fine, fine, fine. I'm doing a bad thing. Like a magic trick. Ooh. 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 Pinecone Pocahontas. Pinecone Poncho. Wait, I don't know where I'm waiting at. I don't know what you said in Russian Enthuse. The accidental goat everywhere, though, was classy. I like the color more. I feel like the only other thing I would do about the color is make the colors darker. Like, you could go a different direction. Like, make this pinker towards, like, dried grapefruit level. And then make this greener. And then make this... So it's more like natural colors. Just give it a second. Let me get to the end and then we can judge. Ooh, silver instead of gold? We can definitely try that. Okay, now that I have the colors, we can not do that. Oh. Perfect. 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 Alright. Bright dull, bright dull. The dull just looks dull. I don't know. You do like the dull colors more? Okay. I'm not against it. I'm certainly not against it. I think I just gotta do it in a different way. What if I do it more like this? Less on the gray and more on the dark? That's too dark now. We're too dark now. Bright with a silver. I'm not as here for the silver. To me, the gold is important. How about, okay, I got one more. Brain needs to work. I feel like the gold is important to me in the Christmas vibe era of the whole thing. Boo. Is it because of the silver thing? How about more like that? I feel like I have to change her strap though now. The strap is a bad color now. Feels less potion-y. I feel like the strap is... This is not what I want to do. Oh, he spooked me. I think we're just gonna leave it here, and this will be something I have to deal with because I feel like the potion thing will sort itself out when I actually make them potions instead of just blobs of color bottles. But I think this is where we're gonna have to end up with one of these. Okay, no, I'm gonna do one final thing because I'm curious to see if it'll fix all our woes really easily. Because it might. It might. It might actually fix it really easily. Horse by committee, eh? Do that, or we can go with this one. Ooh. There we go. Now she's nice and cohesive. I don't know. Maybe? What if it's blue? Ooh. Interesting. We liked the brown better? Which one? Blue or the brown? I think I like the colder tone better. I think I like this one. A? B. Put it in chat. A? B. A. B. The lag is tough. B. Okay. I also like B. We're all here for B. Alright. B. B, eh? Yeah. You returned. Welcome back, birthday cake. B. Alright. I talked this. Alright, here she is. I don't know what her name would be. My brain wanted to do Dot or Menzie. I spelled this wrong. But I'm not sure what... We all said B and something. B birthday cake? Yeah. But that might be something for another time. Yeah, it is late. Pseudo Douglas? No. Her last name can be Douglas. She's not a real Douglas. I just feel like Menzie and Dot are not as, like, regal as she deserves to be in the end. And so, yeah. But I think that's where we'll leave it off. We're gonna leave it off here. I'll have to think of a pose for her for another time to be the full art piece that we'll eventually get to. But here she is. And how pretty she is. And it's all thanks to you guys. So, thank you all for tuning in. It is very late. Thank you all for hanging out with just me. I know you all really wanted Mars, but unfortunately she's under the weather, so I appreciate you all sticking around anyway. But, sorry for everybody who joined kind of late. Let me actually put on the ending screen like a good noodle. I'm a good noodle now. I'm so sorry. It's only 6 a.m. It's 10 to midnight for me, so... Gosh, what is happening? That was very weird. But thank you all for coming out, for hanging out, for making this lovely character with me, for listening to my tree nerd facts. We will certainly be doing another one eventually because I had fun, and you know, it seems like you guys got into it too, so it'll definitely be happening again. Whether you liked it or not, if I'm being honest. But we'll definitely get back into some other D&D games. I know we've been a little off of it recently. We'll get back into some of our classics again. And yeah. Alright, guys. Thanks for hanging out. You have to catch up on Ace Attorney. There's a lot. Birthday cake. It's been a while, so good luck. But we'll see you all on Wednesday for Ace Attorney. Have a great weekend. If you didn't see the Ace Attorney video that came out today, it is up. You should go watch that. Otherwise, read the comic and have a great weekend. Good night.